Massive day for the unemployed. All right, what's up guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today we've got a big one because BloodStrike just dropped some weapon balance news that's going to affect everyone, whether you're grinding ranked or running casual lobbies. And the craziest part, the devs actually listened this time. So let's break it all down because we've got a rollback on reload speed changes and then new buffs and nerfs coming on September 25th for the QBZ95, MP5, and UM45. I'm going to tell you why these changes matter, why the devs might be making some questionable decisions, and what this means for the current meta.
Quick shout out to Wingstore, the ultimate top-up site for BloodStrike and all your favorite games. They support multiple payment methods. Whether you're using card, crypto, or your local payment options, Wingstore has you covered. And here's the best part. Every time you recharge, you earn Wings points, which you can use to try your luck at getting free BloodStrike Gold. So if you're looking to reload your account fast, cheap, and with rewards on top, click the link in the description, top up through Wingstore, and start earning those Wings points today.
First up, the rollback. Remember those reload speed and magazine adjustments from earlier this month? Yeah, they're gone. The devs announced on September 16th that they've rolled everything back. If you missed it, here's what they tried to do. They added penalties for using large capacity magazines, stuff like slower reload speed, slower movement, and slower ADS. Basically, they punished you for picking the mags that everyone runs anyway. Guns like the AR-97, Galil, QBZ-95, RPK, and even the Uzi got hit the hardest. But here's the thing, it didn't make the game feel balanced, it just made everything feel clunky. Instead of making you think about weapon choice, it forced you into slower gameplay, and no one asked for that. Players complained a lot, and the devs actually listened. So now reload speeds are back to normal, ADS speed is back, and large capacity mags don't feel like a trap anymore. That rollback alone is a huge win for the community because it shows that feedback works. The devs tried something, it didn't land, and they didn't double down out of pride. They admitted the L and fixed it. Props where props are due. Now the upcoming changes on September 25th. 3 weapons are on the list. The QBZ-95, the MP5, and the UMP45. And this is where things get spicy. Let's start with the QBZ-95. They're buffing its headshot damage from 37 to 40. And my question is, why the fuck are they buffing the QBZ after we literally just watched it terrorize the last BR ranked season? Anybody who played knows how ridiculous this gun was. The QBZ was already a laser beam with solid mobility and insane damage potential. It didn't need more help, it needed tuning down. So yeah, the buff doesn't make sense. Sure, on paper it's just 3 more points to headshot damage, but when you combine that with its fire rate and accuracy, it's deadly. Skilled players who land headshots are going to delete people even faster now. And honestly, this feels like a step in the wrong direction. The last thing we need is another ranked season dominated by QBZ spam. Next, the MP5. Finally, this gun is getting some love. The MP5 has always been a solid weapon, but it's been overshadowed by other SMGs. It never really had its moment to shine. Now it's getting buffs across the torso. Upper torso damage goes from 23 to 24, and lower torso goes from 23 to 24 as well. It doesn't sound huge, but with the MP5's fire rate, this adds up. That 1 extra damage per bullet can be the difference between winning and losing a close-range fight. And for once, the devs are rewarding a weapon that's always been consistent but underappreciated. I like this change. The MP5 deserves to be in the conversation when we talk about viable SMGs, and this buff might finally put it there. And now, the one we've all been waiting for, the UMP45. This gun was a menace. Insane headshot damage, insane limb damage, and it completely warped the SMG meta. The UMP45 hit like a truck, and the craziest part was how forgiving it was. Even if you weren't landing headshots, the limb damage alone shredded people. Finally, the devs decided to step in. Headshot damage is dropping from 46 down to 39, and limb damage is going from 31 to 25. That's a huge nerf. And honestly, it's deserved. The UMP was never balanced. It had the kind of damage numbers that belonged on an AR, not an SMG. People abused it in every mode, and it was starting to feel like you were trolling if you didn't run it. So this nerf is a good call. It opens up the SMG meta again because now guns like the MP5 or even the Vector have space to breathe. What this means for the meta. So let's look at the bigger picture here. With the rollback, reload speeds are back to feeling smooth, so aggressive players get their pace back. That's going to make the game feel faster again, which is good. The QBZ buff is scary. Expect it to show up a lot in ranked again. If you hated it last season, you're probably going to hate it even more now. The MP5 might finally be worth using seriously. This could be its breakout patch. The UMP45 is no longer the king of SMGs. You'll still see people use it, but it won't dominate the way it did before. And the big winner from these changes? Honestly, the MP5. The nerf to the UMP gives it space, and the buff makes it competitive. If you're an SMG player, it's time to dust off the MP5 and give it a proper try. Overall, this patch is a mixed bag. The rollback was a great move, and I think most players will agree it's the right call. The MP5 buff is solid, and the UMP nerf was overdue. But the QBZ buff, that's the one that doesn't sit right. That gun was already too strong, and now it's even better. The devs deserve credit for listening, but they also need to think about how these changes play out in ranked. Nobody wants to queue into another season of QBZ spam. But that's my take. What do you guys think? Are you happy with these changes, or do you think the devs buffed the wrong weapons? Drop your thoughts in the comments and let's talk about it. If you enjoyed this breakdown, hit that like button, subscribe for more BloodStrike updates, and I'll catch you in the next one.